Okay, so we're going to do a full nail using JamGel's plastic tips. So we're going to show you how to do that today. The reason why I like to use JamGel tips is because the plastic is very flexible, as you can see. And that's what you want, because when you're putting on the product and then you're curing it in the light, if you use any other nail tip and it's a harder plastic, you're gonna feel like you're ripping your client's nail off, and nobody wants to feel that. So we have a fully prepped nail here. And I'm gonna start with our turn up the base coat. And then, as always, whenever you're doing a base coat, we really want to make sure to cap that edge. So that's just going to make sure for proper product adhesion. And then we're going to cure this for 30 seconds. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to use Let the Beat Drop for a full nail. And you want to take a good amount of product, because we want to cover the entire nail and then plus add a little bit of length. Okay, so this product is a little bit sticky, but that's normal for a poly gel. So what you're gonna need here is you're gonna need the slip solution. So as you're patting it with the brush, you don't want it to stick to that brush, because then it's just gonna make a huge mess. So here's the slip and slide solution. And so I'm just gonna dab a little bit. You don't have to have a whole lot on there, just enough so your brush isn't gonna stick. And just start kind of working the product. If you need a little bit more solution, that's okay. Use as much as you need. I always flip these guys around. Now you want to make sure that when you're forming it in the tips, you don't want it super thick, because this is going to sit right at the cuticle, and then you're just going to have to do a whole bunch of finish filing, which we finish file anyways. But you really don't want too much finish filing, because then that just takes up a lot of time. And this is designed to help make things a little bit quicker and easier for you. Okay, so as you can tell, we have a fair amount of product in there. We just flip it over, size it to our nail, and then just slightly press down, line it up. And then what I like to do at this point is I'll have my client flip their hand over, and I just want to make sure you don't want to put too much pressure when you're adding these plastic tips, because what's going to happen is you're going to push that product right over that nail, and then it's just going to cause a huge mess right underneath. So if you find it's kind of, because you need a little bit of pressure to make sure it's adhered, I just take a little bit of slip solution and just smooth it out. And then we'll get her to flip her hand back over, and then we're going to cure this. So in a LED light, you want to cure for 30 seconds, and in a UV light, 2 minutes. So we're going to cure this. So what I find with Pool Party, and I'm on the guest list because they are so highly pigmented, when you're using a tip to form a full nail, you want to put it in right side up, and then you also want them to cure upside down, because with it being so highly pigmented, it is not going to cure all the way through. Okay. And so as you can tell, I don't have to put a lot of pressure on, and it just peels right off. Now we want to do just a bit of finish filing here around the cuticle, but we want to give it a wipe. So I'm going to go back in with my Diamond Skiver on our prep video. You'll see I used the Erica's Diamond Skiver medium grit. I also use a coarse grit for the cuticles. So this is really nice. It gets right close to the cuticle. And we just want to smooth out any edges. And then I'm going to switch over, and this is a 180 grit sanding band. Now I don't need my file very high, just enough. And as you can tell, the product is so heavy, it's just kind of falling to the table. And then we just use our feeling on top coat. And I always like to do 2 coats of feeling on top. And then this again, LED light, 30 seconds, UV light, 2 minutes. Here. All right, and there we go. You have a full nail.